Let's be honest.
Most of us wake up in a
state of emergency. The very first thing we do, sometimes before we've even fully opened our eyes, is surrender. We reach for that phone. We scroll. And in that moment, we've already lost. Within seconds, you're looking at a news headline that makes you angry, an email that makes you anxious, or a photo of a person from high school who's seemingly doing better than you. Before you've even had a glass of water, your brain is reacting. You're not a person anymore. You're a set of responses to other people's agendas. You're starting your day in a hole, and you spend the rest of the 16 hours just trying to climb back out to zero.
It's exhausting. And the
worst part is we've done it so many times it feels normal.
we think this is
Just what life is. But it's not. About 2,000 years ago, a man named Marcus Aurelius had the same problem. He didn't have a phone, but he had a kingdom to
run.
people who wanted to kill him, and a mind that was just as prone to worry as
Ours.
he used to stay up late or wake up early just to write to himself. Not for an audience, not for a channel, but for his own survival. He knew that the morning is the only time the world can't touch you unless you let it. I want to talk about 10 minutes, just 10, not an hour of meditation, not a 5-mile run, not a cold plunge that makes you want to quit life before it starts. Just a 10-minute bridge between being asleep and being the person you actually want to be. If you give me the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through how to reclaim those 10. And I'm not going to give you a list. I'm going to give you a shift in how you see your own mind. Think about your attention as a bank account. Every time you check a notification, you're spending $1. Every time you read a comment section, you're spending 10. By the time most people get to their desk for work, they are already bankrupt. They have no focus.
Currency left.
Stoicism, at its core, is just a way of being incredibly stingy with your attention. It's about realizing that your peace of mind is the only thing you actually own, and you're giving it away for free to people who don't even know you exist.
So, for the
first 2 minutes of your morning, we're going to practice a complete lockdown. The phone stays in the other room or it stays off. This is the hardest part. Your brain is going to scream at you. It's going to tell you that you're missing something important. It's going to tell you that there's an emergency. That's not you talking. That's the addiction. Notice it. Look at that. Craving like it's a curious object. Instead of feeding it, you're going to drink water, a lot of it, and you're
going to breathe.
not spiritual breathing, just deep biological breaths. You're telling your nervous system that you are safe. You are telling your body that there is no predator in the room. You are grounding yourself in the physical world, because in a few minutes, the digital world is going to try to pull you into 1,000 different directions. This is where the Stoics excelled. They called it prus. It's a state of watchfulness. It's like being a sentry at the gates of your own mind. You're just standing there watching the thoughts come in.
I'm worried about that.
Meeting. Okay. I'm hungry.
Okay. I'm
Annoyed that I have to work today. Okay. You don't fight them. You just see them. Once you've done that for a couple of minutes, the fog starts to lift.
now we
Move to the pen and paper. I know. Everyone tells you to journal.
it sounds
Like a chore, but look at it this way. Your brain is a computer that's been running too many tabs overnight. You need to close them. You don't need a fancy leather-bound book.
you need a
Scrap of paper. For the next 3 minutes, you're going to write down the dirt in your head. What's the one thing that's actually bothering you? Not the 10 things, the one thing. Maybe it's a conversation you're dreading. Maybe it's a feeling of being stuck.
put it on
Paper. When it's in your head, it's a
ghost.
It can follow you everywhere. When it's on paper, it's just ink.
It's small.
You can look at it objectively. The Stoics had this exercise called the dichotomy of control. It's the simplest, most annoying, and most life-changing rule in philosophy. You look at that problem you just wrote down and you ask, can I do something about this right now? If the answer is no, like if you're worried about the economy or what your boss thinks of you, you have to treat that thought like it's a foreign language. It has nothing to do with you. It's noise. You literally write "not my business" next to it. If the answer is yes, you write down one tiny 5-minute action you can take. That's it. You're not solving your life. You're just clearing the path. Now we're about 5 minutes in. You're hydrated. You're breathing. And you've cleared the mental clutter. Now we do the thing that makes most people uncomfortable. We're going to think about things going wrong. The modern world is obsessed with positive vibes. We're told to manifest success and visualize our best lives. The Stoics thought that was dangerous.
Why? Because
when life inevitably gets messy, the positive thinkers are the first ones to break. They're not prepared. For the next 2 minutes, I want you to do what's called premeditatio malorum. You're going to imagine the day not going your way. Imagine you're late. Imagine your coffee spills. Imagine that person who always pushes your buttons says something especially cruel today. But here's the trick. As you imagine these things, you visualize yourself not caring. You see yourself standing there in the middle of the chaos. And you realize that none of it can touch the citadel inside your head. You've already experienced the frustration in your mind. So when it happens in real life, the sting is gone. You've had a dress rehearsal for the struggle. People think this is pessimistic. It's actually the opposite. It's the ultimate form of confidence. It's saying, I don't need the world to be perfect for me to be okay. That is a level of power that no amount of money or status can give you. When you've already accepted that the day might be difficult, you stop being a victim of the day. You become an observer of it. Where the home stretch. Minute 8 and 9. This is the transition. This is where you decide what kind of character you're going to play today, because we're all playing characters. Usually we're playing the stressed employee or the overwhelmed parent or the anxious student. In these 2 minutes, you choose a mantra. Not a live, laugh, love mantra. Something with teeth. Maybe it's Marcus Aurelius's favorite. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Or maybe it's just be kind, for everyone is fighting a hard battle. Or even simpler, this too is part of the work. Say it to yourself. Say it while you're putting on your shoes.
say it while
you're looking in the mirror. You're not trying to convince yourself of something
fake. You're reminding yourself of a
truth you already know but keep forgetting. You're setting the governor on your engine. And then in the final minute, you just sit there. 1 minute of pure, unadulterated silence. No music, no podcast, no talking, just you and a room being a human being. It's the rarest thing in 2026. Silence has become a luxury. But in that silence, you realize something. You realize that you are still here. You've survived 100% of your bad days. You have everything you need to handle the next 12 hours. You've built a little fortress around your mind that can withstand the barrage of the world. Look, tomorrow morning, your brain will try to bargain with you. It'll give you a dozen reasons to check that one notification. That's the real Stoic
test.
It's not about being perfect.
It's
about the 5-second gap between the impulse and the action. Can you choose to be in charge? I'm not asking you to change your life just when the first 10 minutes of tomorrow. If you fail, don't waste energy on guilt. Just reclaim the next 10 minutes. The world will never give you permission to be at peace.
You have to take it tonight.
Put the phone In another room, do it because you're tired of being a passenger in your own head. Tomorrow for 10 minutes, the world doesn't exist. There's just the breath, the water, and you. If you're committing to those first 10 minutes, type Citadel in the comments. Let it be the first vote for the person you're becoming. Start there. The rest of the day will take care of itself. I'll talk to you soon.